What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 4 on a Sunday.
On a Sunday?
Yeah, there are a few bumps in the road, literally. Hit one, got a flat tire when my car was in the shop in South Carolina for about 2 days. They ordered the wrong tire. It was a whole mess. Had to cancel a couple times. We had a meeting that I did from a U-Haul pickup truck because
that was awesome, by the way.
It felt very unprofessional, but it showed that I had grit and determination to be there. So that's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Just do the dirty work. But, not old enough to rent a car because you have to be 25 in, I think, the entire United States.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so I had to pay out of pocket for a 2019 Chevrolet U-Haul decked out, $19.95 a day, plastered just on the windshield too. That was a little tough to see through.
I mean, there is something impressive about that. It's like you can't rent a car, but this U-Haul, no problem, man.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully it was just like a normal pickup truck, but just letting anybody go out there in the normal U-Hauls, that kind of scares me a little bit.
Oh yeah, I've done it many a times as a young lad, and it's amazing I never got into an accident.
Yeah, it's probably because you're paying so much for it. So you kind of lock in a little more.
Oh, exactly. As safely as I can going down the stretch of I-5 between Portland, Oregon, and Eugene. So yeah.
Yeah, and then what else? Oh yeah, and then today I didn't even tell you about this. So I got called in. I originally had this perfect plan to play 18 holes, be done at like 2:30, come home, shower, change. Shout out Panthers, by the way, Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.
But change and then be ready to go at the time we said we were going to meet, and got my first drive off the tee box, 275, piped right down the middle. I was like, you know what? Today's going to be a great day. Phone call, Max, we need you. You got to come back. So
on a Sunday,
and I'm not even on call. So it is what it is. Got the job done, and I'm going to try and go back in like 2 hours to get as many in as possible with my rain check.
That's dedication, brother, man. I'm impressed by that.
I got to stay consistent or else I'm going to lose it. It's not like riding a bike out there.
Exactly. Although I will say, I have not played a round of golf in 16 years.
That's crazy.
You want to hear why?
I would love to.
It's a really good sports story. So back in 2010, I was still living in Eugene, still going to University of Oregon. I was working at a soccer shop at the time because I'm a big soccer guy and just kind of like went hand in hand with that. So my boss at the time had a son. He was adopted, but that doesn't really pertain to the story. But anyway, so his name was Solomon Raza is the kid's name. So he was about, I want to say 12 or 13 years old at the time. So 2010. So he's like, hey, come out, play a round of golf with my kid and me. I'm like, all right, sounds good. So we go out there, and this kid absolutely waxes us. As I later come to find, he'd been playing scratch golf for about 3 years at this point. I'm like, okay. Ooh. So that was it. That was the last time I ever played a round of golf. Now we're going to flash forward to, I think it came up, it was 2015. Actually, I think it was 2016. It's bad that I don't remember this year, but yeah, we'll say 2016. I'm at a Buffalo Wild Wings in Concord, California, because that's where one of our stores was for Hat Club. And, just having a beer, having some lunch, whatever. And on the big screen is the national championship for collegiate golf. And who do I see putting for the national championship? Solomon Raza for the University of Oregon.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was great. Yeah, it's just like, I got waxed by an absolute national champion for my alma mater, and I can ride into the sunset on that one. But yeah, never played golf again since.
Yeah, I need to get back out to a PGA event. Let's just love doing that, especially the Waste Management Open. That's a little different.
I was gonna say,
I mean,
Hat Club headquarters is in Gilbert, Arizona, so not too far from where the wasted management is.
I know I'm going out this year. I skipped this past year because I had to work, unfortunately, which kind of stung. I know, a lot of FOMO, seeing all the Snapchat stories and everybody out there having a good time. Meanwhile, I was stuck in a snowstorm in North Carolina. So.
See, that's one of those things. Like Hat Club, we've tried to do some waste management stuff in the past, but I think we just need to go like full bore one of these years and just do it. Just like, come up with like a good hat line, some good giveaways and whatever. Because I mean, yeah, it's a local event for us. We'll have to plot something out. That's all I got to say on that.
I have a suggestion that I think would be good. You could do like old school draft hats, like the 96 draft hat, and then do the little Roadrunner logo.
Yep.
Just throwing that out there.
Okay. Well, I say we've done the 96 draft hats. Like we did a
for waste
Major
management
League Baseball variation on it a couple years ago, which sold incredibly well. So I think it's as far as going hand in hand with that. And in regard to Roadrunner stuff, I mean, the Tucson Roadrunners. So minor league hockey, we've always done stuff with that. So I feel like there's a good hand in hand with that.
I think it would be fantastic, and also limited release. A lot of people would wear it. They did the Barstool leather jackets a couple of years ago. One of my buddies got that. Yeah, and it's like embroidered on the inside. It was number 34 of 50 or whatever it was.
Dang.
But yeah, I don't know. A lot of people at golf wear hats. Hat Club could expand into the golf realm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and you do like a little giveaway with a little box with the tees, ball. I was about to say wash rag, but you know what I mean, like the little towel to clean everything off. So why not?
We also do the what is it? It's the new era old golfer snapback. Is that what it's called? So there's that. You already have the new era style. All you got to do is figure out how to get that logo on there.
Our guys are pretty good at that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty good. But yeah, the Wyndham Championship's going on right now, but it's like hour and a half away from me. And I'd like to drink if I was at a golf event. So obviously not going to pay for an Uber for hour and a half in a stranger's car. That doesn't sound enjoyable.
No, totally not. And speaking of Wyndham, another University of Oregon grad, winning the Open a couple weeks ago. So boom, right. Wyndham Clark, baby. Go Ducks.
Yeah, Pac-12 golf. Shout out. Rest in peace. But
yeah, exactly.
So good. I miss that. We say it all the time, but I miss the Pac-12.
Dude, I still get emotional about the Pac-12 just because, it was always a fun time. Pac-12 after dark, we talked about in regard. It's more so with college basketball, college football, but the very final Pac-12 tournament in Vegas, guy I went to college with, a buddy from Wisconsin. All three of us went. Unfortunately, my college roommate couldn't make it at the time. And it was around the time where like Bill Walton was kind of going through his medical stuff. And so it was just especially sad just because Bill Walton, to the day I die, was the champion of the Pac-12. Like that man knew everything forwards and backwards. Yes, he was a UCLA guy, but it's like he knew everything about every single school, gave everybody their praise. And then, Oregon miraculously wins the tournament. We had a incredible game against Arizona, to which case, capacity in that place, it was sold out, but it was legitimately 96% Arizona fans and then 4% of us Oregon fans. And I mean, we were going nuts after that game. But yeah, it's just sad because then Bill passed away not too long after that. Right after, because I think the last Pac-12 tournament championship there was for baseball, just because that, of course, the latest for, the collegiate school year and stuff like that. And then he passed away, I think, a day or two after that tournament ended. And it's just he was holding on, man. He was holding on for greatness.
He went out with the Pac-12. Yeah. Rest in peace. I remember the Celtics warm-up shirts that they did where it just said Walton and it had that tie-dye pattern on that was incredible.
And yeah, there was one. So the next season for college basketball, Oregon always does theme posters for all their matchups. And there was one that they did specifically for Bill Walton that I'm still trying to find because it was a Grateful Dead style skeleton with an afro with the roses. And it's just dude, yeah, perfect tribute right there for one of the biggest Deadhead fans of all time. So
yeah, Bill Walton was a absolute tank too. I feel like a lot of people around my age don't really, they know Bill Walton because of Pac-12 After Dark, but they don't know what he did on a basketball court. And that's just you know, he has his own separate legacy as the sort of broadcaster guy and everything with ESPN and just whoever he worked for, pretty much anybody throughout his entire career. But you know, there's a whole other side that you guys need to see. I like to say it all the time, open the vault. So a lot of yeah, get people to open the vault, watch some Bill Walton highlights because that's the shit.
Actually, what's interesting that you bring up the commentating aspect, especially when he was with NBC, which was always weird to see him in a suit. But today, August 9th, the not the anniversary, but of course the day the Indiana Pacers celebrate the 8 points in 9 seconds for Reggie Miller against the Knicks. Who was on color commentary for that game? Bill Walton.
It's perfect for you.
That's right. Like, yeah. Everything always comes around on a Sunday.
I know. And then also, I mean, also with the Pac-12, I'm getting amped for college football. I was watching before I went out yesterday. We were watching some old tape while my girlfriend was getting ready. Me and my buddy, we just had some YouTube going, some old college football, and then it, you know, it just auto plays into the next best thing. You get the auto play of Ben Roethlisberger at Miami of Ohio, and you're just like, hell yeah. Khalil Mack at Buffalo, even better. And it's just like, dude, this is fantastic. And then it just jumps straight into NFL, and you get a Week 11, 2007 Colts Panthers in Charlotte. And just some of the names I'm seeing on there, I was like, wow, I completely forgot that they play. Like Vinny Testaverde was the quarterback for the Panthers in that game.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I know. I just which is also nuts that he was playing that long. I mean, because he was, 43, 44 by the time he retired? Vinny.
Had that dog in him. And he was balling out. I mean, kind of. It was mostly D'Angelo Williams, but, you know, and Steve Smith. I mean, yeah, Vinny Testaverde balled out.
Yeah. I mean, which the one thing I'll go back as a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan that I always go back to, when he got drafted to Tampa Bay, and then everybody found out he was colorblind like a season or two later. And it's just like, oh my God, man. But the fact that he hung on as long as he did, and you know,
did you watch the Raise the Flags documentary on Prime?
I've not yet.
Have you not watched that yet?
I don't know,
dude.
I get forgetful. You know, I'm old.
It's fantastic. I mean, I feel like a shell of myself right now just repping my local team. But, you know, I was watching that. I had my 99 Bucks hat on. It was great. And then I had to watch the Rams beat them. I was like, damn, this sucks. And then the 05 wild card game. Do you remember that? Yeah. It's rough. So you got to relive some of those bad moments, but, you know.
Oh, no, totally. I mean, just because I can go back and, you know, hang my hat on the fact that it's just like, you know, watching the Bucks win, you know, the first year with Gruden, which in my opinion, I still say is a little bit tainted just because going against the Raiders, of course, Gruden knew the playbook. And so Tampa Bay was going to win that game regardless.
And their center went missing.
Correct. Barrett Robinson. Unbelievable. And then we flash forward to, you know, 2020 when they actually played the Super Bowl against the Chiefs with Tom Brady, and how much everybody was like, oh, well, they're only going to win because of Tom Brady. But it's just like, no, the defense clamped down, which is exactly what I want to say. Like everybody was firing all cylinders for the Bucks that game. And so it was definitely a team effort. That's the one championship for them. I can say, like, yes, this was hands down. Everybody did their part. And
we also got to see the greatest unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of all time, Antoine Winfield Jr.
Yeah,
throwing that up. I know I hate geeking out over my team and I'm wearing a division rival, but I mean it's, you know, it's cool. It's the team issued.
Yeah,
like I live here, so yeah.
I mean, it's old enough where it's just like it's kind of inconsequential to like, you know, what's going on with the teams nowadays.
Yeah, like I'm not going to the games and rocking current player stuff. I mean, if I had to pick a current player, Jalen Coker, shout out Holy Cross. But I have a Cam Newton one that I got on eBay for $10, which is insanely cheap, but you know, is what it is. And got this one for a lot more than $10 on eBay.
I was gonna say, my wife got me a Bucky Irving Bucks for Christmas this last year, Haven't taken the tags off yet. I'm just waiting for week 1. So
Creamsicle?
What's that?
Creamsicle?
Oh, absolutely.
I know.
I still need to get a Tez Johnson just because I gotta get my Oregon boys, repping and stuff like that. So
I know I got to take advantage of that Fanatics back to school sale that's going on right now.
Yeah,
it's like 30% off everything.
Yeah, it's because I rarely buy anything from Fanatics, and it's just like I'm not a hater. I mean, obviously from a hat perspective, I'm gonna buy from Hat Club just because I work here.
Yeah.
But in regard to jerseys and stuff for nowadays, of course, Fanatics you kind of have to go through anyway. So yes, wait till a promo goes on.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest thing I'm waiting for right now is my wife is like really excited to get into Premier League for this season. Like she got super hyped on the World Cup. I've been trying to get into Premier League, in the 14 years that we've known each other because I'm a lifelong Chelsea fan. But she doesn't want to be a Chelsea fan, which, okay, I'm okay with that. So she's still trying to figure her team out. So we'll say like 4 to 6 games to start the season off, she'll probably have a good assessment of who she should follow. She's not going Man City. She already said that.
That's
Liverpool's a maybe, which, okay. She's not going Arsenal, but she's definitely leaning more toward Tottenham, which from the Chelsea-Tottenham rivalry that we talked about a couple weeks ago, that would be hilarious if she ends up going that route. So
that'd be great. Or doesn't have to be a Premier League fan. If you guys have Paramount Plus, EFL Championship.
Yep.
Could be a Rams fan. I think everyone should just be a spiritual Derby County Rams fan, in my opinion. I know that's extremely biased, but how can you not love the Cleveland Browns of European soccer?
Oh, totally.
European football.
I side with you on that one. Even though I completely forgot Ashley Cole and Mason Mount were both for Derby County.
Well, everybody forgets. And then also Tamori was on loan.
Yeah.
That season too, You just look back at it and you're like, oh fuck, he played for him. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel about the Browns. Like, oh, let's go back, look at this 2002 Browns roster. You're like, oh shit, he played there.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But the end of the Fanatics and Premier League discussion is I promise my wife, no matter what team she chooses, I will buy her first kit. So
that's good. You're gonna get current season. You got to do current season and then do a nice eBay deep dive for something. Don't get her.
No, I plan on doing exactly that. Where it's just like, so if she ends up rolling Tottenham, it's just like, dude, I'm gonna get you a Harry Kane kit regardless, just because.
You have to.
I'm an England fan, lifelong England fan.
Yeah.
I love Harry Kane. So it's just like, gotta get the hand in hand there. But I will get her the current kit for whoever she chooses as well.
That's awesome. Are you going to get one of the Under Armour ones?
We'll see.
Those are gross. And not in like a good way.
Nah.
Didn't they have like a bright yellow?
Yeah.
Ugh. That's awful. That's just awful. But going back on soccer, this might be our last thing we touch on. Me and a couple of my family members found an ad on Reels for a Scottish team that you can buy into. Check that out.
Oh,
I am an owner of Clyde FC. That's me on the. I know it's backwards, but
dude, that's
probably. I know. It's like $80 to join. So if you want to become an owner of Clyde FC in Scotland, we'll get to vote on all the choices. Like, I don't know if they're like, let's do Bermuda grass instead of this, or they actually play on turf, which is awful, I think, but it's probably cheaper than keeping up with everything. But there's 685 last I checked owners, and it's all fan owned.
What level is this?
It's League 2 in Scotland, so 3rd tier.
I mean, that's definitely something I'm talking to my wife about to where get in together on that one. So Clyde
FC. I'll send you the link to it, but
I mean, especially because with her being a Green Bay Packers fan and actually having a stock certificate for the Packers, like this is like up her alley. So
I know I'm excited. And like I was going through on the things you can sponsor, you can pay for a 6-meter long advertisement board.
That's dope.
So we were thinking about just getting a picture of the 3 of us and then having us on the field. Like when streaming it on, I don't know, it's probably like some high school kid pursuing a film degree somewhere with a Sony handheld up and like the catwalks with a harness just going like this over top. And then you just see my face right there on the field. That'd be pretty sweet.
I love that.
That'd be pretty sweet. But I do know you had something that you wanted to touch on.
I do. Like, I know
it.
you had a tough week this last week with the car troubles and stuff like that. You and I were going back and forth because I finally saw the Odyssey this last week. And I know you were looking forward to seeing it, but you haven't had a chance to. So it got me thinking. So in regard to Odysseus's 20-year absence from Ithaca, who, in your opinion, for we'll say we'll stick it to keep it to like North American sports because I feel like that's easier.
Mm-hmm.
Who has had the most Odyssey-like career? So we'll say, 20-year run. Maybe probably won a championship at the very end of it. So I feel like that's like the easiest way to kind of assess it.
Like somebody that's they've been there forever. They've gotten close, but haven't quite gotten it. And then in their last 1 or 2 years.
And then they finally got in their last one. So I've got 2 names in mind, but I want to see what you go with.
I mean, my brain immediately with like surface level, Jason Kidd,
Fair.
Got the ring with Dallas. He came back to Dallas, got the ring. Like that's kind of like a big moment for Mavericks fans, I think. He got close with the Nets. Shout out Kenny Anderson. I don't know why we haven't touched on him yet, but have to in every episode. He's got to be mentioned. But yeah, like Kidd, and then the Nets just completely blew up. So then Kidd has nobody for a while. He's kind of still in that, I don't know, like limbo of I was there and I don't know if I'm ever going to sniff it again.
Yeah.
Type deal. And then gets back with the Mavs, makes some magic happen I think at this point, it's no longer opinion. It is the strongest and hardest path to the playoffs.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
But I do want to throw out Juwan Howard.
Good one.
That's a big name. Got a ring with Miami, I believe.
Yes,
right?
he did.
Yep. And then I want to think of just like I want to go with Rondo. I think that's a good sleeper just because he got it in his second year in the league.
Yep.
Got the ring, and then after that, they got close. Then Miami happened. Still remember listening to the loss on the radio against the Heat when Shaq was injured.
Yeah.
Still
it's
crazy
actually a pretty interesting perspective to take on it. Be like the get a ring within your first 2 years and then play forever and then maybe get another one right at the end of it or something like that.
Yeah, just because he got it right away. I feel like that's sort of a perspective not a lot of people think about. Like if a guy in their rookie season wins it all and then that was it, they hit their. I'm going to use some more Greek words. Zenith. Shout out my English teachers in high school for teaching me that word. Means the top. So hitting zenith in the rookie season, and then after that, it's basically just downhill all from there, unless you get MVPs. But still, I feel like there would be some guys that would trade an MVP for a ring. But yeah, I mean, Rondo got the bubble ring, which that was real ball. I know people say it's a Mickey Mouse ring, but it was real hoops. No fans.
It put TJ Warren on the map for the Pacers, baby.
Sure did. TJ Warren Day was actually it was like a week ago Monday or something like that. I think I posted about it, but yeah. And then I'm trying to think if there's anybody else that would be good. I know Junior Seau got close in football, went to the Patriots, and then David Tyree exists.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I'm forgetting his name. He's on the prime coverage, the lineman for the Rams.
Oh no,
Whitworth, right?
Yes, that actually is the record for the longest career. So not oldest player to win, a Super Bowl, but longest career to then win the Super Bowl. I had his name written down. Yes, it was Wentworth.
Yep.
And that is one of them.
Al Horford would work. He's still playing, but he has the record for most games with playoff performances without a championship.
Yeah.
appearance. So
how good are you with hockey? Who would you pull out for that if because there's always
for
one
hockey,
name that comes to mind.
dude, Ray Bork. Come on.
Ray Bork. That's it. 40 years old.
Talking to a Boston. I got the newspaper clipping from 2011 hanging up on the wall.
That is awesome. I personally, I would have said it should have been Joe Thornton, Jumbo, when he went to Toronto to try and win a ring with the Leafs after his storied career with the Sharks.
Mm-hmm.
But then, of course, it didn't happen. You could say the same thing about Patrick Marleau, another Shark who decided to go to Toronto because, like, hey, we got the pieces together, and in classic Toronto Maple Leafs fashion, we let everybody down.
Yeah, Pavelski too. Dallas.
Yep,
got so close. Great guy. I met him he came and spoke to my hockey team in high school. Great dude.
Ah,
yeah,
the good Joe Pa.
Yeah.
But NBA wise, the name I got to throw in there is Kevin Willis.
Ooh.
Another 40-year-old guy, played a solid 20-year career, and then got to San Antonio. I mean, even though he's a bench guy, but he still got a ring.
Yeah. I love when a glue guy gets the ring.
Yeah.
Could you say Jeremy Lin?
It was kind of surprising he never, like, the Rockets had the opportunity because, I mean, he was there when Pippen was there. Charles Barkley was still there. Obviously, Olajuwon was still there.
Yeah.
But they just couldn't get it together. So the fact that, he did his due diligence. Love it. Love it for him.
Yeah.
Michigan State guy on top of which, too.
Yeah, I thought, some guy I wish panned out. Mateen Cleaves. Shout out.
I know.
Yeah, is what it is.
I get his natty.
Yeah.
Him and Jay Rich and Zach Randolph. I mean, that absolutely incredible team when you look back on who are the NBA talents that came off of that? Oh, those guys, they should have won the championship that year, and they certainly did.
Yeah. What was the other name you had?
Oh, it was Ray Bork.
Ray Bork?
Yeah, you nailed that one. So so I'd say Bork and Willis being the two guys that it took them their entire careers, both hit the 40-year-old plateau when it's clearly the window was closing and they both nailed it. So
yeah, and class act by Joe Sakic too, to just give him the cup before he didn't even raise it. He just grabbed it and then handed it to him to raise it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's storybook right there. That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
How can you not be romantic about playoff hockey?
I know, exactly. Well, I mean, I feel like I get jilted at the altar every year because, being a Maple Leafs fan since 1991, 1992, it's just like why I decided to choose the most cursed franchise in NHL history, at least, beyond 1967.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I get. Because I was living in Southern California at the time. Everybody was a Wayne Gretzky fan, LA Kings fan. I was like, nah. Who are they playing? They're playing the Leafs. I'm going for the Leafs. And it's stuck with it ever since. And I've been cursed about it ever since.
Should have been a Blue Jackets fan. You should have just jumped ship in 2000.
Yeah, I probably should.
That would have been the way to go. The Blue Jackets is the best franchise ever. And I'm so glad that I've spent a lot of money to go to those games. I've repped the CBJ logo on my sweater while playing.
That's dedication, man.
Well, yeah, I was in their little travel organization when I was younger, and it felt cool, just rock the logo. I'm like, yeah, I'm a badass.
It was kind of hard for me because, you go early 2000s, and it's just like that was the turnaround for the Leafs, really, because, I mean, they got Cujo in the net. I mean, that guy kind of saved my life. Then you got, Nolan coming in. Awesome.
Yeah.
Matt Sundin. I mean, come on.
But
how that team didn't hoist the cup, boggles the mind.
How'd the Blue Jackets not do it with Jody Shelley, Rick Nash, and Ron Tugnut? Come on. No, I think Tugnut got let go before 2003. It was Mark Denis was our goalie.
Oh man.
It's just sad.
Honestly, sad. Okay, so I think we should put a wager on this. Who is going to hoist the cup first? Is it going to be the Leafs or is it going to be the Blue Jackets in our lifetime?
I don't even know if I want to bet on that. I don't think either of us will be able to give each other money for it. We'll both be dead.
I mean, this is just bragging. Yeah, I know. Who knows what currency will be at this point in time?
I'm gonna go with the Blue Jackets. I'll go with the Blue Jackets.
I kind of side with you on that, just because I feel like they have the moments of just like everything seems good on paper, but they hit an unfortunate buzzsaw in the playoffs. Whereas the Leafs, it's just like, oh, who are we losing into in the first round? Can't wait.
Yeah, 2019
for the seventh time. Man. Yeah, let's do it.
How much? I think 2019. There are a couple of calls that didn't go the Blue Jackets' way against the Bruins, and that's always like a split thing for me because my dad grew up obviously in Massachusetts. I moved to Ohio, which I've talked about before, but there's no hockey in Ohio, so he's just like, all right, I'm a Bruins fan.
Yeah,
didn't really pay attention to it because there wasn't hockey around him for the majority of like his coming of age years. But so like then we were all Columbus Blue Jackets, and then we also root for the Bruins too. So it's kind of been like a tradition where it's like we follow both teams, and then you drop the Blue Jackets off at summer camp and then go hang out with the Bruins for the rest of the season. But that 2019 series was a lot of fun to watch. Very bittersweet. I obviously wish the Blue Jackets would have came out on top there, but
yeah, would have been nice. I would have loved to have seen it because I can't stand the Bruins.
I know. I feel it. Yeah, fair. 3-1 lead, by the way. Shout out 2013 Game 7.
Dude, I still remember that game 7 vividly because I was at Bo Campers in just outside of Davie, Florida, because my wife was finishing up medical school.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, hey, let's go here. And I can't remember what else we were watching. I want to say, I think that was the night of the Canelo Alvarez Floyd Mayweather fight as well. I think that was the primary reason why we went. And then it's just like, oh yeah, hey, Game 7, Leafs and Bruins. I'm like tuned in on that. And just watching the collapse. And of course, nobody around me cared about that hockey game, but I'm just like progressively like losing my mind and drinking more beer to like, hide the sorrow. And just like, yeah, it was not a great night.
Yeah, I love the video where the Leafs fans are sitting there in their basement. They're ready to party. It's up 3-1, and then you just see their reactions after every goal.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah. Is what it
and
is.
Then, it just the 3 or 4 times against the Bruins that have happened beyond that. What was it, 3 years ago? Once again, getting to a Game 7.
Yep. And overtime, David Pastrnak. It was fantastic.
Oh,
I was in, I don't remember what restaurant, but I was out in Arizona during that. That was fantastic. There's only one screen with the game on because who the fuck cares about hockey out there? Clearly nobody because Coyotes are gone.
Yeah.
Still heard about that. I miss our tenants at Mullet Arena, but man, at least our college team's good.
I agree with that.
College team's good. But also, I don't know if you saw Boston University, first time in program history, 0 American freshmen.
Yeah, crazy.
That's insane.
Never in my life would have thought something like that would happen.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. No. It's just an odd thing.
Yeah, you wouldn't think perennial powerhouse wouldn't have a single kid from
correct,
or at least a homegrown kid from Massachusetts or somewhere in the surrounding area.
At least somebody from Wisconsin if it's coming from outside of Mass.
Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. Game's growing, though. They're getting a little more tactical with the NIL stuff. I like it. It's scrappy. Correct. These smaller schools where hockey is their big sport.
Yeah.
But I think pretty soon we're going to start seeing that with the BU's first school to do it. And then I think it's slowly going to integrate over to once North Dakota State. If that ever happens to them, once that happens, it's game over. Everybody.
And I think I got to throw University of Denver on that list as well.
St. Cloud State, Duluth. Yep. Pretty much just name every single team in Arizona State's division. I don't even know how we got into that, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. we were the Notre Dame of college hockey, and then a lot of guys that are in the transfer portal, they're like, oh, shit, ASU has a team. Let's just go out there.
Dude, and it's warm and sunny, and the girls are ridiculously attractive and plentiful. Like, yeah, why not? Yeah. Or you can go somewhere cold. That's the
I know. It's like you're weighing your options, but
yeah.
I don't know, I feel like Tempe, Arizona wins 100 times out of 100.
100 times out of 100.
Yeah, and we have some NHL talent now. It's cool. It's cool. But we had there's hockey at ASU. I mean, it was ACHA club, but since the 70s.
Yeah.
Which is just wild to think about that they even had ice in Arizona in the 70s.
Dude, it's weird. Like there are obviously some schools where it's like it makes sense. Like we already rattled off a bunch. Duluth, University of Denver, Boston U. I mean, Wisconsin, Michigan. We'll throw those in the mix as well. But just perennial powerhouses of hockey. And they may or may not have an NHL team near them, which is even like funnier that they're, sellouts every game, and yet there's no professional team or the highest level professional team around them. But then it's like, the random outliers like University of Oregon, great club hockey team, probably some of the best jerseys in hockey. Arizona State, another prime example. Hack Club's CEO, like his kid played college hockey at Auburn.
SEC, college hockey is electric.
Yeah.
It is fantastic. Shout out Cock Hockey. Sounds dirty, but it's University of South Carolina.
Yep.
Great club hockey team. Kentucky, believe it or not, they do midnight games. My buddies that played on the Ohio State D1 club team, they're like, yeah, the games start at midnight and we just walk out and it's pitch black. And they say then they're packing like just like a recreational skating rink with a bunch of drunk college kids in Lexington. And
love it.
Yeah, it looks electric, but I don't know, man. It's growing. I'm glad to see it's growing. And then we do out in Charlotte at the minor league ballpark, they do games like just out, like a little winter classic of SEC club hockey.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I got to get out there. Oddly enough, I've been to every state except 6. Both the Dakotas. So there's 2. Both the Carolinas I have somehow never been to. And then Maine and Oklahoma are the only 6 states I have not been to. Basically, I just need to come out and visit you in the Charlotte area, and I can obviously cross 2 of those states off rather quickly.
And there's a lot to do out here, especially with Hornet season coming up. And to get back on basketball, I feel like, I should probably touch on Hoop Grids. That's big reason why we're doing this.
Absolutely.
Raffle tomorrow. It's going to be big. We got the blessing from Hat Club. Thank you, Ben. $50 gift card as our top prize. And then for the tier 2 and tier 3 prizes, we're going to be doing a jersey, but it's going to be one that I pick out from the winner's favorite team. Hey. And then tier 3 is going to be a signed photo of a player that I choose from their favorite team. So
that's dope.
I know I'm pretty excited to see. Hopefully, if a Lakers fan wins, they're not getting a player that they'll like. So,
and I will say, speaking of NBA, we got about 2 months to go until the start of hoop season again. And I know we talked about this before in regard to the 1920. That's the name of the silhouette, not the year, obviously. But that Charlotte Hornets hat that you picked up when we dropped them during the playoffs this last year, we sold them all out. And I've been telling you guys, we're going to restock. We're going to restock with more teams and some really interesting colorways actually for a few of those teams. So I believe that's going to be end of September, early October. So for whoever wins the $50 gift card, hey, hang on till then, and you can, get yourself a sweet hat.
Also running a deal right now. It's what, buy 2 for $60?
Yeah, 2 for $60 on adjustables, 2 for $80 on fitteds. Why not? Pick yourself up a pair.
Yeah, and as always, hoopgrids.com, connections.hoopgrids.com, icallgame.hoopgrids.com. We have so much shit. Layconnections.com. I feel like I forget that one a lot, unfortunately. Gridiron Grids, football version of Hoop Grids, same game, football. And we also have dropping Monday as well, the MLB grid.
I'm gonna tear that one up.
It will be our immaculate grid. I hate to say Voldemort right now, but we got the baseball one coming out. I'm gonna be running that Twitter page as well. I kind of need to I gotta figure out how to post about 3 sports at once, but I think I can do it. I'll just go through my camera roll. I'm sure I got something in there.
Oh, no doubt.
But yeah. Any closing remarks?
Be good humans. That's all I got to say.
Love it. Advice from a married guy. See you guys in the next one.